All right, so in the previous lesson, we created the hooks project, and now let's start the local development server. So I'm going to say cd hooks and npm start to start project. So let's open up the project in code editor and clean things up a little bit. So I'm just going to delete a couple of things that I don't think we're going to need. And I'll just delete app test.js. And we can also get rid of app CSS. We certainly don't need the logo SVG as well. All right, so let's go to app.js and get rid of the logo SVG and CSS import at the top. So I also want to get rid of most of this inside of here as well. All right, so let's delete that and save it. So now what I'll do is create a new folder called components because I'm going to create my own components. Under the src directory, I'm going to create a folder called components. Now, inside the components folder, I'm going to create a new component, and that is going to be called to-do-list.js. So now inside of here, we're going to create to-do list component, but first of all, let's import the React library. So I'll say import React from React. Then down below, I'm going to do a functional component. So I'm going to say const to-do list, and this is going to be a functional component. And inside the component, we'll just return some JSX. So I'll say return. And inside the return statement, I will open up a div. And inside of it, I will create an unordered list. Then for each to do, I will create an li tag. All right, so for the first to do, I will say pay bills. And for the second, I will say do your homework. And the last one, let's say feed the dog. Okay, so have 3 jobs to do. Hopefully they're not too stressful. So now we can export this component as well. And at the bottom of the component, I will say export default to-do list. So now we have created the to-do list component and we want to display it on the browser. So let's save all this and import to-do list from app.js. Inside the app.js, I will say import to-do list from, and I will import it from /components and to-do list, just like so. Then let's nest the to-do list component inside the app.js to show it on the screen. Okay, so let's save this and preview it in the browser. All right, so now we have created our to-do list component and we are ready to start learning hook functions. So we're going to take a quick break here. And when we come back in the next lesson, we're going to start to learn the nitty-gritty of hooks. See you then.